Hello and welcome to an episode of Historically Marked. I am Jason. This is a Route 66 edition, and this is one of my favorite new eateries on Route 66. This is just outside as you're going into Victorville, California, and this is the Emma Jean's Holland Burger Cafe. There's a historical marker here. I'm eating in here. I've actually ate here a few months ago, and I decided to come back. So I'm going to go ahead and show you around the inside and the outside. Here we go. So this is famous for three things in pop culture. Guy Fieri has been here, diners, drive-ins, and dives. And then also Train did their music video for their song Bulletproof Picasso. And then also, most famously of all three of them, arguably, Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill Volume 2. A scene was filmed here when, well, not to give away the movie, but Uma Thurman came in here asking for a glass of water. This adds a little bit of character to it. So one thing I gotta warn you about is, there is limited seating in there, but people come and go, you know, like most diners. And the last time I was here, this whole lot was full. Like, I actually had to park underneath that tree because this place is in high demand. Now here's the retro sign. And yes, I highly recommend the Brian Burger, the truck stop and cafe. And there is a faded telephone sign, but it's cool to have it there for retro purposes. This is a busy road. A lot of big trucks come by here. And this is definitely an ultimate old school truck diner. Like I said, another one just passed by. And of course, truck entrance, parking lot. But here is the marker, erected by E. Clampus Vitus, the Bully Holcomb chapter. Emma Jean's Holland Burger Cafe, a Route 66 icon, has been serving up meals to locals and hungry travelers on the highway since 1947. The building was built by Bob and Kate Holland from cinder blocks manufactured at the old fiber tile plant located south of here, approximately where the Cemex plant sits today. Richard Gentry drove a cement truck on Route 66 for 31 years and ate here since it opened. His wife Emma Jean worked here as a waitress for many years. In 1979, Richard bought the then Holland Burger Cafe, the oldest standing restaurant in the Victorville area, for his wife Emma Jean and renamed it Emma Jean's Holland Burger Cafe. Emma Jean passed away in 1996 and Richard in 2008. The cafe remains in the family and is now run by his son Brian Gentry and Brian's wife Shauna. Emma Jean's, because of its nostalgic mid-century ambience, has been featured in a number of movies and television shows. This was put here 2011. Very cool. I'm going to see if there's anything on the back. And there isn't. So Brian and Shauna are pretty much in here every day. I hope they get a day off. I'll put the hours on the screen later on in this video, or in the description box rather. But I was just chatting up with Shauna. You know, she was moving around and doing the whole waitressing thing behind the counter, taking orders and then taking the money. Brian was back there hard at work. The last time I was here, he was grilling the burgers, but this time around he was doing food prep because I saw him chop veggies in the back. But that's fine, you know. So yeah, definitely do not miss out on this restaurant, because I've eaten at a lot of classic Route 66 eateries, and there were maybe a couple that I found to be mediocre, and this is not one of them. I mean, you definitely gotta try it. They got a good menu. They even got a kids menu, some desserts. The last time I was here, I got the Brian Burger, and then I got the biscuits and gravy because, you know, it's around breakfast time. And then, of course, you get the nice picturesque scenery, the mountains and hills. All right, gotta check out this menu. Breakfast and lunch. This is what I recommend right here. But today I'm gonna get biscuits and gravy. All right. right, because it's breakfast time, I heard their biscuits and gravy are out of this world. And of course, with biscuits and gravy, I gotta have something like an egg or some sort of meat. I'm ready to chow down. Here we go. Oh man, that was so good. I mean, who doesn't love biscuits and gravy anyways? So right in front of me is where they wash dishes. These don't work, but I'm sure they're here just for decoration purposes. One thing you gotta admire about this diner is how old school it is. And because of the limited capacity of seating in here, there's always people at the door, but that's fine. It always goes to show how in demand they are. Alright, so Brian himself has been featured on the cover. He's actually working in the back right now. But the last time I was here, he was cooking by Brian Burger. Very fittingly. The Ruby Red Hatters. If you want a business card. I think the last time I was here, I put my historically marked one on here, but I don't remember if I did or not. But I don't see it. And here's an old picture. And then here's a Quentin Tarantino signed shirt over there. And then there's the Guy Fieri's autograph right there. And right here is where Uma Thurman sat in Kill Bill Volume 2. Alright, thanks so much for tuning into this episode of Historically Marked. I am Jason, just off busy old Route 66, or D Street as they call it now, outside Victorville, California. Outside Emma Jean's Holland Burger Cafe. Hope I inspired you guys to come and visit this family-owned business because, yes, definitely during these crazy times, you know, we all got to pitch in. So, all right, I am Jason, signing off.